Right now, crypto is under attack. Certain banks are fighting tooth and nail to keep the current system in place. Right now, we're at a very important crossroads for crypto. In one direction, it's carrying on as we are, where the big financial institutions take a slice of every transaction, and in the other direction goes to the new world, where money and value can be sent and received instantly at virtually no cost. Now, if you didn't know, the head of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, went in front of Congress and he said, Bitcoin and crypto are just giant decentralized Ponzi schemes. Well, luckily we do have some big entrepreneurs leading the rebellion, and Kevin O'Leary is one such entrepreneur who's fighting the fight for crypto. And so in this video, we'll take a look at three main things. First up, the attack made by Jamie Dimon and the amazing mic drop moment of Kevin O'Leary. Then Mr. Wonderful explains the one thing that will likely end this crypto bear market and explode prices higher next year. And then we'll finish answering the question, when is the perfect time to invest in crypto? Is it right now, or do we wait a little bit longer? As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, always appreciated. Okay, first up, the head of JP Morgan recently went in front of Congress and tried to kill crypto, saying this.
I'm a major skeptic on crypto tokens, which you call currency, like Bitcoin. They are decentralized Ponzi schemes, and the notion that's good for anybody is unbelievable. So we sit here in this room and talk about a lot of things, but $2 billion has been lost. Every year, $30 billion of ransomware, AML, sex trafficking, stealing. It's dangerous.
So, Jamie Dimon admits he's a major skeptic, calling all crypto decentralized Ponzi schemes. He says there's 30 billion being lost annually to ransomware, and don't forget all the theft. But then he held nothing back when he said crypto is causing sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. And so first up, we have Kevin O'Leary with a mic drop moment as he summed up this attack on crypto beautifully.
I'm an investor in JP Morgan as well. I have a lot of respect for him. He may be one of the most successful banking managers in the history of that sector. However, that was an uninformed statement. Essentially what Jamie said there, he was talking his book. This is my interpretation. He feels threatened by some of this technology, particularly around payment systems, because banks make money transferring assets. It's a cost of friction in the system. And one of the only reasons that I invested in Circle, and I'm an investor in Circle, I'm supporting their initiative, and I'm a big believer in what stablecoins can do, is it's time to get rid of that friction. And it's not important that banks be protected so that they can make fees from that friction. When you transfer the US dollar into the Swiss franc to buy Nestle on the Zurich exchange, these banks add zero value. There's no value created in ACH transfer fees. If we could use a stablecoin that was regulated and approved by both sides of that transaction, it would be more transparent, it would be much faster, it would definitely be more productive, but above all, I would save millions of dollars. This is about reducing the fees of how the world's economies work. More transparent, more productive, completely auditable, regulated, but less expensive. So does Jamie Dimon feel threatened? You're damn right he does. That's a big part of how he makes money. Too bad.
So, as you can see, the battle is on with the incumbents, the old world with the new. And talk about a conflict of interest. Crypto is very clearly going to destroy the payment business of JP Morgan. All those fees that are taken on every single transaction will soon be a thing of the past. However, sex trafficking, Seriously? Okay, next up. Kevin O'Leary now explains that there'll likely be one thing that can end this crypto winter and bring in trillions of dollars of institutional money into crypto. However, which piece of regulation is going to break first?
Interestingly enough, and this is a personal speculation, if this stablecoin transparency bill was passed first before the Digital Commodities Act, which is the other big initiative right now, and Jeremy, wherever he is, was the guy that got that done, it'd be like bringing Led Zeppelin back, and he would be the lead singer. Because if that happens, and if it happens, I speculate that all crypto assets would appreciate overnight by 10% because it would signal the move for policy. So we should all support the initiative of everybody, and there's other people involved in this. You shout out to Sheila Warren and Perry Ann Boring, who spend countless hours educating legislators on the Hill. Their missions are important, but there's a lack of knowledge with the government we have to get over this hurdle. So even if just stablecoins, that one thing got policy. And remember, when I go up there, I keep telling these guys, it's just software. It's productivity software. It's not scary. If you buy Microsoft for your office and you're typing on Word, that's software. That's a productivity tool. A stablecoin is just software that allows for more productivity and transfer of assets at a much lower cost, much more productive.
And so we all know by now that it's regulation that is the dam holding back insane amounts of capital, all waiting to get involved in crypto. And as slowly and painful as this all seems to be taking, there are three pieces which could be the snowflake that causes the avalanche. One is the stablecoin transparency bill, which Kevin O'Leary believes could be the first to break, which would be a big green light to the new crypto economy. Number two is the Digital Commodities Act, a very exciting proposal which would give not the SEC, but the CFTC the power to regulate cryptos as commodities and not securities. So that would be epic. And third is MiCA, or Markets in Crypto Assets, which could also be the first to break in Europe. It was recently approved 28-1, and it could be voted into law as soon as the end of this month. And so regulation is coming. Now, to finish up, as investors, we all want to know when is the very best time to pull the trigger and get into crypto. Is it right now, or should we wait a little bit longer?
The whole investment premise of investing now is that you feel, and I'm now speaking, categorically, I've put money in harm's way in crypto across now almost 50 projects. And continuing to do so every week, because I'm in the camp that says in the next 12 months, something's going to break on policy. I think it's going to be the Stablecoin Transparency Act first, but that in itself should open the floodgates, because now if all of a sudden stablecoins backed by US dollar were regulated entities, that would open up within 90 days. And so as an investor, I say to myself, do I position myself now or do I wait for the regulation? Because when in a nascent industry, and I happen to believe, and I've said this multiple times, this sector will be the 12th sector of the S&P in 10 years. It will be. As an indexer, I put up to 20% in a sector. So just like I would in energy or just like I would in tech. So why not position myself now? I'm not going to get it right. It's volatile as hell. And some of the stuff I've invested in is going to zero, but not all of it. I've seen this movie before. The time to be putting capital to work is when there's blood rushing through the streets. And that's happening in crypto right now. All of these bankruptcies, defaults, changes in management, it's a cleansing that's going on.
Crypto is under attack. There's a battle raging between the old world and the new. The head of JP Morgan is doing everything he can to keep the status quo, even going as far to say in front of Congress that crypto is causing sex trafficking. Kevin O'Leary believes that the one thing that's going to bring in trillions of dollars of new money into crypto is regulation, and there's three pieces working their way through government, and which one is going to be the snowflake which causes the avalanche. And as Kevin O'Leary reiterates, history has shown that the very best time to invest is when there's blood in the streets. A famous quote by the Rothschilds, and which he believes is right now. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now, I personally believe that next year is going to be a very good year for crypto. However, let me know your thoughts below. And for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. And a big thank you to everyone who does. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.